All right, all about the banks, Dwayne and Belinda. Welcome to the Creator Lounge.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate you guys taking the time out. I know time is valuable. So thank you for doing this.
We're glad to be here.
You're welcome.
So my goal for this is really because we have a lot of viewers. I think you guys have the same newbie RVers that want to do YouTube. So I'm thinking, hey, maybe we could throw them a bone and give them some value. Maybe they, grow the community some more, right? The RVing community. I wanted to start off with first of all, we're RVers, right? What got you guys into RVing?
We started RVing in 2007, and actually our son introduced us to RVing. He would go with youth groups and children's church and all, to campgrounds, and they take him out in the woods, and he would always say, "Mom, please go. We need a chaperone. Please go." And I'm like, no, not lost a thing in the woods. I'm not going. Somebody's got to be by the Holiday Inn to call 911 for the lions and the tigers and the bears that come out. And he got with his dad, and they double teamed me and convinced me that I needed to be a chaperone along with the youth pastor and his wife.
Yeah.
And they convinced me that I needed to be a chaperone for the weekend. And this was in May of 2007. And in August of 2007, we bought our first RV.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I was hooked. I loved it.
What kind of RV was that?
Pop-up.
A pop-up.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maya wanted a pop-up when we
Yeah.
first started. And I'm like, bears can rip pop-ups. I was like, I need walls.
Well, we enjoyed the pop-up until I think it was like the first weekend in October of the next year.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were up in the mountains, and when we left, it was like 60 some degrees, and we woke up the next day and it was like 32.
Ooh.
And 32 in a pop-up is not fun.
No.
I think we had on all the clothes that we had brought, all the socks, all these clothes, hats. That's what we slept in.
Oh my God.
It was cold.
Yeah.
So then we went to a hard side. We got our first hard side about 2 years later.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Y'all remember what that was?
It was a little Rockwood
Mini light.
Mini light.
Okay.
Yeah. It had a Murphy bed in it, and the bathroom was the biggest room in the whole thing.
It was.
Wow.
You could get 3 people in the bathroom in the bath.
Gotcha.
So did the pop-up have a bathroom?
It
No.
had the
Little potty.
the porta potty.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would wake him up in the middle of the night. Dwayne, I gotta go to the bathroom.
But we had to buy the little porta potty thing.
Right.
And then I built just a little compartment for it to sit in, because we needed a little place to store stuff. So I built a little compartment, and then you take it out and put it on top of that at night, so you could find it for one, and then you weren't trying to sit 6 inches off the floor to to go to the bathroom.
It was fun though.
It was.
But we did learn how to park close to the bathhouse.
Yes.
We would search out, this is the spot close to the bathhouse.
Okay.
For those late night, times when you got to go.
Yeah.
We can relate a little bit now with the van, because
Yeah.
like last night, we all using the bathroom in the middle of the night, everybody waking each other up. It's like, it wasn't fun at all. Mello enjoyed it. He crawled underneath the bed. There's like a little tunnel when you make the bed. In the middle, there's a gap. So he was all the way in there and loving it.
Yeah.
He probably slept the best out of all of us.
Yeah, for sure.
But anyway, so what made you guys start a YouTube channel about RVing?
Wow.
Ooh, well, we started just with trying to share with especially with our kids, and we went on a trip, and man, if we'd have started YouTube like we talked about then, like we're doing now, we would probably have been doing YouTube about 10 years.
Wow.
But that was my fault too, because I didn't want to be on camera.
Yeah.
I can't talk to people. I can't be on camera. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So we had some videos that he had done that Oh my gosh, they were.
Yeah. And we would share them. And I knew YouTube, you could store it and then, just send somebody the link and they can watch it. And YouTube wasn't a big thing. I mean, YouTube is less than what, 20 years old? Maybe it's in the teens, 14, 15 years old. The more we started traveling, especially after I got closer to retirement, not working at all, it was just something I wanted to try to do. And I was doing, at church, that was part of what I did at church, is manage the YouTube account and all that kind of stuff. So I said, well, I told her, I think it was just before COVID. I said, I want to do it. Let's do it while we're, out camping and all that. And so we started, and the kids said, y'all need to post them. Go ahead and post them, get them started. And that's how it all started.
Wow.
That's cool. If y'all would have started back then, I wonder how big you guys would have been right now.
Wow.
Man, we would have been huge by now.
Hopefully, anyway.
So what are your expectations? You missed the early boat, right? The early wave. So what are your expectations now? Like Maya and I, we want this to be our mainstream. Right now, it's not a mainstream of income. We got a lot of growing to do before that'll happen. But we would love to be full-time on the road and just gathering content. When you're doing it full-time, it's a lot easier to get content. Now it's like, pulling hairs trying to figure out how to create it. That's why we started this creator lounge. Because we can't really get out as much as we want to.
Well, we found too that being retired allows us more time to do that. We can decide on Monday that we want to leave on Wednesday, and if we can find a campground, we go. So that gives us content. We have, like you were talking earlier about building up content. We have content that's probably can go for 3-4 weeks in the bank.
Yeah.
So if something comes up, we can't record something, we got something to fall back on. But we, I don't know, what does it mean for us? We really are.
Well, you asked me.
I'm asking you, but I'm answering.
Let
me answer.
Go ahead and answer.
We really want, to, I guess, kind of make sure that what we do is inspiring and that what we do brings value and people enjoy it. Dwayne always says, we're two 63-year-olds. We don't know what we're doing. And a lot of times we don't know what we're doing. We don't know what people like and what they don't like. But I think we found a little community, a little niche, and we just going to try and roll with that.
I think it's vibe, right? Like you put your energy out into the internet, and you're gonna find people that you vibe with.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Even with us doing YouTube, it's helped our community grow when we travel. We've traveled before without YouTube. So it's not like we just started a YouTube channel and started traveling.
Right.
No, we've traveled without YouTube, and this YouTube world has opened up our relationships with people and people that we probably wouldn't have met before.
Right.
Now it's amazing. We went to Florida. We stopped in Georgia for 2 or 3 nights, and we met a lady from Canada there. Talked to her. Went to Florida, did all the Florida stuff. Went to St. Augustine. Pulled in the campground. Lo and behold, she's at that campground. It's really, the YouTube world has actually expanded our world.
It has.
Okay.
It really has. We have made so many relationships.
I mean, you guys.
Formed, bonds with people that we would have never probably had an opportunity to meet. And it has really, like he said, just enhanced our travels and enhanced our relationship with people.
Yeah.
I think we're more open, more open to meet people, more open to interact with people. And I think that was a part of our YouTube venture.
Yeah. Yeah. And what we want out of it, personally, I can say what we want out of YouTube is what it has to give.
Nice.
So we're really not looking to become, you know, the next
whoever,
you know,
big time whoever.
huge
KYD or
Yeah.
because there's so much behind that. I mean, even with what we do, we're learning that there's so much behind that. That man, they are amazing. That's all I got to say. Anybody that's got, I mean, you know, the bandits on up, they are amazing because there's so much that draws from you when it comes to being a content creator.
Right.
It's more than a full-time job, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's a lifestyle. It's really a lifestyle.
It is. You know, I found that with us, everywhere we go, we got a camera. I mean, even just here, even if we're not camping, most of the time we carry a camera. It has really gotten kind of funny because we get in the car and he goes, "Oh, I forgot my camera." You know, we cut the car off, we run back in the house, we get a camera. We may use it and we may not. But everywhere we go, everything we do now, just about we carry a camera because it is a lifestyle.
Yeah.
At least in my opinion, we want to grow enough that we can, you know, Maya has a 9-to-5. We have a small business. Maya has a 9-to-5 that, you know, she wants to cut away from that eventually. And also, you're leaving a legacy on the internet that's going to live forever.
Yeah.
When we're gone, our videos are still going to be roaming in a way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hopefully, right?
Yeah.
At least our grandbabies and our great grandbabies can watch him.
Yeah, they see what grandma and grandpa were doing back in 2023.
Just that idea itself, even not talking about compensation, it's kind of worth it in my opinion.
Right.
Yeah.
We have people who ask us, "Are y'all monetized?" And we said, "Yeah, we could take you to McDonald's, but don't expect the Big Mac. You know, you just get the Happy Meal."
How would you guide a newbie to start a channel from scratch? And I know that's kind of a general question, but
the most basic, you know, very green newbie. Yeah. Hey, I want to start a channel. How would you guide them?
You want to?
You go first.
Okay then. I was gonna let you go first. I was gonna steal some of your ideas. I would say just basic, do it. Just don't worry about anything. Don't worry about creating a thumbnail. Don't worry about creating the perfect title. I would say film yourself doing something, talking, educating, whatever it is that you feel like your niche is, whatever you feel comfortable with. Do it, post it, review it. Because I was talking to a young man and he's got a channel and he did his video, edited and all that stuff, and he did not do a thumbnail. And I said, "Well, when are you going to do the thumbnail?" "Oh, I'm going to get to it." So in other words, he was afraid of failure. So he said, if I don't do the thumbnail, then I can't post it. Instead of just going through with the process, because none of us are movie producers and all that kind of stuff, short film. I mean, in a way we are. In a way we are short film producers. But just go ahead and do it, no matter how it looks, because YouTube is a long journey. It's not a short venture. It's a long journey.
Oh yeah.
Now my comment would be to just be yourself. And remember that, you're not going to be like someone else. Be who you are, and don't try to be one of the big guys. You're not at that level. So just be authentic, be who you are, go in, be you, and just enjoy what you're doing. Have fun.
It's funny. I saw a Mr. Beast interview on Lex Friedman, and he said just what Dwayne said, pretty much. Just start. And then improve every video. And then keep improving it.
Well, if you use the sports analogy, a team plays a game, and what do they do first of the week? They review the film. They review, okay, why did you block like this instead of like that? Right. They look at another team and they try to see what they're doing to match it. So do the same thing with your videos. You look at the last video you did or the last 2 or 3, and then go back and say, "Oh, okay, I don't like what I did there. I should have done this way. She messes with me because now when we get ready to start, there's two things that you have to make sure that you can do when you get ready to start a video. One of them is make sure that you got sound, and good sound. So make sure your microphone's plugged in or whatever you're using. And
I saw you doing that. I
yeah,
saw you doing that, and they were doing a Brinkley tour, and I guess the salesman came in. You gave him the mic. I
yeah.
remember you put the mic in him. I said, "Look at Dwayne putting a mic on him."
Yeah. And then if you're outside, make sure you're facing the sun. Make sure your subject is facing the sun, because I've done started doing videos, and I love photography. You took pictures for years, and I know angle and lighting is one of the biggest things. And she always gets to me. Yeah, we gotta face the sun. I can't see the camera. Don't worry about the camera. Because if I turn the other way, now we can't see you. So those little things are you just critique yourself and get better.
I'm not the only one.
Yeah, I tell her he's the sun guy, so we got to face the sun.
Got to face the sun.
Guy.
Yeah.
She gets on me all the time. She thinks I'm a perfectionist. I'm like, no, I just want to get good quality, content, But she'll like spin the camera around and she'll get everybody dizzy. I'm like, man, because I'm mainly hold the camera, and she never really, that's not her second nature. So now she's starting to carry the camera around.
Yeah.
To help me get different angles and stuff like that. So. But still, the other day I had to tell her, babe, you're spinning in circles. You're gonna get everybody dizzy. I can't slow this down enough. Sometimes you can slow mo a clip and it make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I find myself doing some more so.
I'm getting better though.
Well, that's the balance. I mean, I know, and I see her sometimes. She I think it was when we were in Glen St. Mary, we were driving up to the campground. And she was looking over here, she had the camera. I'm driving. So she's got the camera face forward and she's looking over here and she's just talking away.
And look, you can hear him going, camera, baby, camera, baby.
Camera.
You see, I'm not the only one. Okay.
So, but you got to have that balance. She's done a whole lot better because now she'll actually carry a camera.
Yes.
And every now and then she'll talk. Show her face. She still wants to stand behind the camera with it showing something else, but that's just something that's my
comfort.
Yeah.
Right.
He doesn't mind. I'm just not, I don't like being on the camera.
Okay.
No, I just don't.
But people want to see her. They don't even know my name. We meet people, they say, oh, there's Belinda. And then I'm going, okay, I guess I'm just the other guy. They don't even know my name.
I tell them I'm the cute one, so that's what it is.
What would you recommend the newbie for as camera?
Your phone.
Your phone, yeah. Especially if you have an iPhone or a Pixel.
Yeah,
those are really high quality. Only thing is with the memory storage thing. That's the only flaw with that. That method. What do you think?
I mean, but you can just buy storage like iCloud storage and things like that.
Yeah, right? But it's not going to store immediately. Sometimes you need a Wi-Fi connection. You want to record high quality footage, right? So that takes up a lot of memory.
Well, the thing is, if you're just getting started, like they were saying, you can't get caught up in all that.
Right.
You start thinking about, oh, I need this camera, that camera. Some of this equipment is super expensive.
Yeah.
Everybody has a phone. What I mean? So it's like you can just
start off with your phone.
Yeah.
Start off with your phone and record in a lower resolution. I only record in 1080p.
Okay.
I never record in 4K just for that reason. There's an economics to your card, your memory card. In Florida, people were filming in 4K and they were switching cards.
Right.
I film with the same card all day long.
Okay.
And 1080. 1080p because it's only going to show up in some places, maybe 1080, maybe 720. So, and depends on what you're editing with, it may not accept 4K. So if you're just getting started, go with the low resolution, at least 1080p, high quality HD, and then you're you'll have a little bit better success until, like you said, until you start to grow.
Right.
I remember you guys did a live, I believe, and you had a young lady on your channel who has like a bigger channel, and doesn't she do all of her videos with her phone?
With her phone.
Yep. Edits everything.
Yep. She uses her cell phone and has always used, and she doesn't use an iPhone unless she's gotten one recently. She uses a Galaxy.
It might be a Galaxy.
Yeah. Those are good. Those are good.
Yeah. She uses a I think it's a Galaxy. And that's what she's used.
Thousands of followers, right?
Yeah.
You can see the crater on the moon with that phone now. Yeah, they're pretty advanced.
Yeah, she does everything on her phone and has, and she's been doing YouTube now probably 10 years or more. And she has always used her cell phone.
There's this van lifer I watched from Canada, his Van City Van Life, and he has almost 300,000 subscribers. And he does everything on his phone. Yeah, everything. I mean, he does fly drones for footage, but mostly everything on the phone.
Yeah.
I know a lot of big YouTubers recommend like DSLRs and all these $1,000+ cameras. We have a little DSLR, a decent one that we pay what, $500 for. It's the G7. And I just hate it because you got to get all these different lenses, and the footage is always shaky. And then the thing is huge. I don't like bring attention to me when I'm vlogging. So that's why I always recommend the GoPro, especially the new ones, because you can set it to where you don't have that fishbowl look, right? Linear mode.
Yeah.
And you can get 1080, you can get 4K, you can get slow motion out of it. You can get, it's like a good bang for your buck. And you can use the older GoPros. You don't have to get a new GoPro. You can use the older ones, and they update their firmware all the time. So they're all pretty usable. So that they can, once they start off with their phones, they could probably graduate to that. I mean, that's what I use now.
We started really with this DSLR that we have, and everything was still, so you put it on the tripod. So we didn't do vlogging. We didn't grow up when vlogging was, vlogging wasn't invented until maybe, I don't know. We don't even know. But but kids grew up now talking to that device. The only device that we talked to was, it being stationary.
Right.
But what we use is, like I said, our phone first, and then I got a DJI Action, which is a step down at that time from a GoPro. DJI Action, and we still use it. And that thing is like a tank, it starts every time. It doesn't overheat. It's recorded several hours of video. Then I got an Osmo Pocket 2, which is the little gimbal style camera. And
so you can put that in your pocket pretty much.
Yeah. And well, that's one reason I like it, is because if we go somewhere, if I take a small bag, or I can just put it in my pocket, actually. And you got a camera, and it's on a gimbal, so it's really smooth. It can track you, so you can hit the little thing and it'll track your face. And I recently, last year, bought a Sony
F something in it.
The A7S?
No, that's the cheap one. I bought, oh shoot, a ZV-1F.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was probably right.
Yeah.
I said F something.
Yeah. It was F. Yeah. But it's the ZV-1F.
Yeah. I've heard of that one.
Yeah. So that's more like a smartphone, actually.
Okay.
It's lightweight, small, but I like the fact that it is a separate camera. I use different cameras for different things. And then we also have a GoPro.
Right.
So when we're traveling, I'll put the GoPro in the dash a lot of times, because it gives you a good wide range. When we get ready to get out of the car, if I'm doing something different, we'll take the DJI Osmo and I'll walk around with that. And then sometimes I'm just out and I just want to catch 10 seconds or something, and I'll use my phone. So basically, whatever I have with me, if it will record a video, that's kind of how we do it. I have recorded some on this Canon and done a little vlogging on the Canon. I don't buy any extra lenses, nothing like that. I don't do filters. I guess the biggest thing with YouTube that I'm seeing is content. If your content is good, people are going to watch it.
Right.
Now, it may not be all the people that you want to watch it, but
Right.
if your content is good, and that's what I'm trying to learn how to get extremely good at, is good content. If you can tell a story,
Right.
that is what is going to keep somebody's attention.
Right.
You know what? I don't know if you watched the Kanye West documentary on Netflix. Have you seen that one? So anyway, his friend followed him before he was famous. Kanye West had his friend follow him around, filming him before he even made his first track.
Wow.
It was amazing, but the footage was terrible. Like it was like really old school, like low quality and shaky. The content was so good that I didn't even notice that stuff really.
Yeah.
It didn't even stop me from wanting to watch it because of like you said, the content, like what he was doing, what he was documenting was so interesting. So the fact that you guys say that you use multiple different devices, how do you handle the filing and the storage?
Like the storage.
Yeah, how do you organize that? And that's one of the issues I have, because if we have two or three different cameras and the dates are wrong on the cameras, right? And you drop them all in the computer, all the files are going to be disorganized. It makes it even harder to edit the video because you gotta dig and search for the clip you're looking for. You know you took a clip of something,
Right?
Yeah.
And then it's not in order. So it's like, how do you guys handle that stuff?
Well, the way I do it is, especially when we're on the road, the next day I'll sit down, I'll take those cameras and those cards, and I'll make a file because I have a 1 terabyte hard drive that I edit off of.
Okay.
And sometimes, like you said, if the dates are off, I'll actually look at several of the files to see if it fits that particular day. But I will label, I'll make a folder for what I want that to be. Like when we went to the RV show, we had RV show day 1 through 6.
Okay.
And then I just dump them all in that one folder. And on my phone, I know I can just look back and see what it looks like, you know, on your iPhone. So that's the way I do it. I try to make sure that I export everything. Now, I don't clean the card just yet because, you know, I want to wait and make sure that everything's good on that.
You want to create the video first.
Well, or just everything's good on that external card. I mean, that external hard drive.
Gotcha.
So that's the way I do it. You know, it might be kind of clunky, but I don't like being tied down to one camera because she might be walking around with one camera. I'm trying to film something else with another camera, or this is the one I got in my hand. You know, you're kind of like the news. The opportunity presents itself, and so you're shooting on the run. This is not planned.
Right.
And I don't edit at all. I have to give him his props because he does all of our editing. I tell him he's the editor, I'm the director. I tell him what I want it to look like.
Yeah.
That's exactly how we do. Yep.
Yeah.
He's like, oh no, that's too long. Oh no, that's too short.
Yeah.
No, you gotta add more clips. I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
I gotta start over.
I've sat with him. I've sat with him several times trying to figure out, you know, and he's got fingers going here and there and then over here. And I'm like, look, I'm gonna go fix us a sandwich. You go ahead and do that.
Do you keep all your stuff? Like, because I know like KYD I watch a lot of, and they go back years sometimes and they post stuff, you know, in current times, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, that's great that they're organized that way. They can go back, snatch a clip from back a certain trip, and they want to, you know, they want to cut it into the new video.
Yeah.
Do you save everything?
I at first I didn't because I was running out of space. I didn't have the hard drives, you know, to do that. I'm contemplating now saving everything, or at least saving the final product.
Right.
I probably didn't start doing that until the end of last year, where I have not deleted everything.
Right.
So it just depends, you know. If I'll probably end up buying another little hard drive, and once this other one fills up, then I'll just move to that. I don't know. I don't like it, honestly, because there's a lot of stuff that doesn't make the cut that's just taking up space.
Right. I agree. I like using GoPro Quick.
Mm-hmm.
So they have this cloud storage,
Yeah.
and it basically stores your original quality, whatever, even if it's 4K or even on 5.7, 5.3K, it'll store it the original quality, and it's only I think it's like $40 a year.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cheap for
Yeah.
unlimited access. And you can access it on your phone. So we go in there like when we want to make a short about something, and it'll organize it by timestamp on the video.
Yeah.
The date, you want the dates to be right on the video to help you find it.
Mm-hmm.
But I found that's been pretty helpful, especially for shorts, right?
Yeah.
Do you agree? 'Cause
Yeah.
you've been able to dig through there and get
Yeah.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that might be a solution you might want to consider. And if you want to cancel it, you can download all your files.
But can you put your non-GoPro stuff on there? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just a cloud storage.
Gotcha.
Even YouTube now, when you try to download one of your old videos, it's not the original quality.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't like that, especially when I'm trying to go back and get a clip out of a video,
Mm-hmm.
and it's lower quality than what I want to work with. It's just annoying.
Yeah.
I like your idea though, Dwayne, because I just feel like if you get rid of clips, like you never know what you're gonna do in the future. You don't know if you're gonna like have courses or just create some sort of content where it would have been beneficial to have like an old clip from 6 years ago.
Right.
Just as an example, I feel like having that is like really, really beneficial, because sometimes we'll be creating a video and I'm like, oh, like remember we were there and there was this clip, like we're definitely disorganized.
We're working on that.
Yeah, we're like, we know we have this clip somewhere, but yeah, we can never find it. But I don't know. Maybe that's like the hoarder in me. I don't want to get rid of it.
The problem is in one video, I'll have like 400 or 500 clips.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you said, that's a lot of storage.
That's a lot of storage. Yeah. Even if you go to saving your original first, your final product, and then delete everything else and, upload it to YouTube, of course, before you do that, then, you might save some storage, because then you have your original final product, and then you have all that junk, you're going to sweep in the trash anyway.
Right.
What editing platform would you recommend, or what editing platform do you use?
I would recommend whatever editing platform you have.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's whatever is available that's free. If you got a Mac, I know iMovie's free. That's a good way to get started, because you don't want to invest a lot of money into something that you're really not sure that you want to do. Because filming is one thing, editing is a totally different mindset.
Mm-hmm.
So I use Lumafusion on the iPad. And the reason I like that is because it is on the iPad. And I can edit from my hard drive. Mm-hmm. So the iPad's not storing all those clips, all those videos, and you run out of storage. I plug my hard drive into it and it works beautifully. And it's it's an iPad program. You pay one time for it, and that's it.
We were talking with another YouTuber, and she had seen a video where we were sitting at Starbucks and he was doing editing, and she said, I never thought to edit on my iPad. Mm-hmm. So, we were like, yeah, you can do that.
I like to recommend DaVinci. It's actually used by actual like movie companies.
Mm-hmm.
They have a free version, which is cool. And like, if you learn how to do the free one, you can even do 4K on the free one if your computer can handle it. So if you can learn that, and when people decide they want to make YouTube a career, they can upgrade it. And it's only like a one-time fee, similar to yours. It's like $200 or $300 for the pro version, and then that gives you access to all the other features.
Yeah.
So I like to recommend that, because you're learning what the best do, right? Mm-hmm. You're learning on the program that the best people use in Hollywood and all that. So, and then you can just easily upgrade it, and it's free. That's why I like to recommend that one.
Yeah, and that's why I say use what you have.
Right.
Some people love the talking head, or the whole video thing, the vlogging and all that, and they hate the the editing, and that's what keeps them from posting a video.
Right.
Right.
That's why I say YouTube is more of a lifestyle than it is. I don't see anybody calling it a hobby.
Mhm.
Right.
Because there's too much work
Right.
for it to just be a hobby. So I would just say use what you have and then dabble in some of the other things to see what fits you. Because like I know I went from iMovie to Lumafusion, and I could go from Lumafusion to Final Cut Pro, and they all have the same similar workflow.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
You know,
DaVinci's the same. DaVinci's similar similar to Adobe Premiere.
Yeah.
A lot of people use Adobe.
Mhm.
Maya got me onto
CapCut.
CapCut. Yeah.
Mm.
She does a lot of editing on her phone, and CapCut is amazing for
Yeah,
that.
Mhm.
free.
For like shorts and things like that.
Yeah.
And they even have a desktop version.
They do.
So
Yeah.
that's another good one that's for newbies to try out for sure.
Yeah, I started using Lumafusion on my iPhone to do shorts, and you know, if we're doing just a little small something and I want to sit there and mess with it on my iPhone, then I'll do it then and be done with it. You know,
Right. While you're on the road or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like Belinda, Henry does all of the editing, and recently with shorts and TikTok, I've been kind of helping out more. And
Mhm.
CapCut for me was like so easy to learn, because when I would look at Henry doing the editing, it was just like, whoa, like
Yeah.
what world am I looking at? It just looks so complicated. But with CapCut, it doesn't feel complicated. It's very user friendly
Yeah,
for like,
Okay, I'll have to check that one out.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
What social media platforms are your favorite? I mean, other than YouTube, obviously,
Oh man.
and why? and why? If no other ones, you can talk about YouTube. That's fine.
I would say mine is YouTube, because that was my social media outlet.
Mhm.
I had a YouTube account before I had a Facebook account, or back then it was MySpace
Yeah.
Yeah.
and all the other ones. But yeah, I had a YouTube
Okay.
account, and I was watching YouTube because I like working with my hands. And once I found out you can go on there and some guy has already, changed the brakes on his truck, and okay. So, I
Right.
sit there and look at that.
Oh yeah.
Different things like that. So that's how I got involved with YouTube. As far as that's my favorite. That's still my favorite.
Yeah, I agree. I like doing stuff myself as well.
Yeah.
And you could pretty much find like all my editing and all that. I've learned all that on my own. I didn't, nobody taught me that. I just followed a bunch of different videographers on there.
Mhm.
I just binge watched YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can remember people asking him when he would do woodworking, because he loved woodworking, and they, well, how do you know how to do that? YouTube.
YouTube.
You
Yeah.
know,
Oh yeah.
you
Fixing
learned that on
cars.
YouTube. Yep.
Fix my cars on YouTube. I've renovated houses because of
Right.
YouTube. So Maya's into TikTok. She's really into it.
I'm not like super into it. I just, like I said in a previous video, the reason I like TikTok is because the algorithm is so good. And so like if you post an RV video on your TikTok account, it literally goes out to RVers. Whereas I'm sure, as you guys know, when you post a short, it just goes out to
Everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
All kinds of people commenting, and most of them are probably not even RVers, what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
But like you post a TikTok video, and it's literally like we posted one recently about RV toilet tissue suggestions.
Yeah.
Like that. And we were inundated with like RVers, who giving commenting. And that's the reason I like TikTok. And I'm sure YouTube Shorts will eventually get there.
Yeah.
But
TikTok figured out how to
do it.
Target your audience.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say that if you do YouTube Shorts, it's probably easy to just syndicate it though and put it on TikTok, put it on Instagram, put it on Facebook, because you've already created the content. So why not put it out there?
Right.
Yeah, that's what we do. We create one video, and then we put the same video on each one.
Right.
But we don't do a lot of shorts and TikToks because we don't think about them.
Yeah.
We're so concentrated on long form that we don't even, every now and then I have to stop because I think the last 2 shorts and TikToks that I posted were from January when we went to Florida. And I looked on my phone and I said, oh man, I did that. I even edited it and had it there on the phone. All I had to do was upload it. You talk about all of the things as far as what people, what we like, what we don't like. I do not like the labeling or titling. I don't feel like I'm good at it because I just want to tell what it is, you know, and you know, and now you have to be intriguing or you have to be mysterious. I mean, if my roof is leaking, my roof is leaking. That's all I'm gonna say. You know, if you want to watch it, watch it. But you know, instead of saying,
speaking of leaking, huh?
oh yeah, we saw that, y'all, the roof leaking there.
Oh my gosh.
And the mattress thing, yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
You know what? This is a good leading into the next question, like thumbnails and graphics. What would you recommend for that kind of stuff? Because you know, we like to use like 4 or 5 different platforms, right? We use Canva. We use well, most of the stuff you get off of Canva. Right?
Yeah.
Canva, you can get music, you can get graphics, and you can get video clips.
Yeah.
For music, I used to get it off of YouTube, but I feel like they're flagging everything too much now. So we try to get it through Canva now because they give you a license and use it on Canva. So
what about you guys?
Yeah, what about you guys?
We use Canva for our thumbnails and stuff like that. Every now and then I'll try the YouTube Studio where you can do it inside of YouTube to make a thumbnail. If we forget to take our picture or you know we forget that. And so then I'm searching all through the video trying to find, oh God, now I gotta search this. So that's why I say that part we don't pay as much of attention to.
You should tell them what you do.
Oh yeah, sometimes what I'll do is we'll set like
the DSLR
up on a tripod, and we'll sit there and we'll do like 50 different expressions. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm like, look happy, look angry, look like you're crying, hold up your hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, and point up, point over, hold your hands like this. And so we have all of these images so that if we forget to do a thumbnail,
you got it.
I can kind of create something with, you know, Canva, like deleting the background and doing all that.
My 2 weak areas are the thumbnails and the title. Now we talk about the title. And then she, you know, we'll be brainstorming and she'll say, well, what about this? And most of the time I say, okay, that's good. Because I don't want to spend no time doing that. And then, you know, she'll sit down and we'll write some notes about a description, and then she'll write the description.
Okay.
Well, we've learned that that's just as important as the story of the video. Really, because if you don't get the people to click on your video, nobody's gonna know the story, right?
Right.
So, like, we've been trying to change focus a little more into the titling, and we've discovered GPT chat. Have you heard about that?
Just found out about it. Man,
that will be very helpful for that.
It is that. Yeah, we've used it a couple of times.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We've been Maya loves. She can't live without it. Everything. Ask GPT chat.
Well,
Ask GPT chat.
We're talking about like our favorite things. It's definitely one of my new favorite tools. And the way I use it is I'll come up with a title or whatever, and then I'll go on there, put the title in there and say, improve this title, make this title more dramatic, make this title less than 50 characters, make this title mysterious. What else? It's just
you try all types of things.
Yeah, and sometimes it spits. Oh, and I'll say like, give me 100 examples. And yeah. It's spitting them out, and then I'm like, "Ooh, that's a good one.
It's a game changer."
And then I'll like match and do things like that. I do really like it. If you're stumped for like a thumbnail or something like that, you can take your transcript from your video, copy and paste it into ChatGPT, and say, "What's a good thumbnail idea for this, or what's a good
Wow.
title for this, and the AI will read the transcript and spit out a title or a thumbnail idea.
Wow.
Man.
So
I think the last 2 or 3 descriptions that you've written, I'll take them and put them in GTP chat and say rewrite.
okay, that's a good idea.
Just to see, you know, what it will give, and then we'll compare the two.
Right.
Okay.
And sometimes I'll just write, you know, just different notes and tell it to rewrite, and it puts them all together. And that has been a game changer and a time saver, because you know, you sitting there wondering, man, how should that go? You know.
Another one is VidIQ. They give you suggestions for titles, right?
Right. If you
Is it the free version?
I don't know if it's the free version, but if not, it's at least the basic version.
Like what? How much is that?
Probably like less than $10.
It's like $10 a month.
Yeah.
And
do you guys use VidIQ or Tubebuddy?
I've used it.
I use Tubebuddy.
Okay.
But you don't get that feature. You got to keep going up. And so I don't know if I'm going to use them. I got to check, see when it renews too. I'm not sure, because I've used it, but I haven't used it because for me, it's not really intuitive.
Okay.
How to use it. Yeah. I might try VidIQ the next go around.
You like VidIQ?
Yeah, I do.
But GPT has trumped everything now. So
yeah. I feel honestly, even though it's such a great tool, I really feel bad for a lot of people, because I feel like it's going to put a lot of people out of business. You know, like even
copywriters.
And, bloggers. I'm one person who will easily spend money on like online courses. I'm always buying online courses. I love that kind of stuff. And like a lot of the stuff that I've paid for, you can get it off of ChatGPT now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I paid for captions or ideas for a caption for every day of the year. But you can just go on ChatGPT and do that now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For free.
Man.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna have to learn a little more about it. I like it just because of the fact that you can put your ideas in there, even if they're scrambled.
Right.
And just tell it to rewrite, and it'll do it in a matter of seconds, you know.
So what's your favorite YouTube style? Like do you prefer vlogs, talking heads, live? Like what's your main thing, or do you just like a variety of things?
I like lives. I like the interaction. I like when I can read a comment and I feel like I'm talking directly to that person, you know. Even all of our YouTube comments and all, I answer. You know, some of them that are directed to him, you know, I read them to him and he'll say, okay, yeah, that's good. He might, or I'll just say, you got to answer this one because this is a man question. I don't know anything about, you know, hitch and all of that. You got to answer this one. But I like the lives. I like just that interaction with people who actually subscribe to us. That still blows my mind that there's somebody in California or Minnesota or, you know, Washington State who has taken the time not only to subscribe, but to come to a live and wants, you know, chat with us. So I like lives.
Okay. Energy doesn't have walls, right? It can transcend borders, right?
Right.
Okay.
And I tend to like the variety. I like the creativity of video. You know, like she said, you can do a live, or, you know, if you want to just grab the camera and walk and show your face and talk, or do, you know, which I like, but I don't take the time to do it, is kind of the step-by-step. You know, I'm going outdoors. So I'm really trying to get into this telling the story stuff with video and with the way that we film. So like if I'm going outside, I need to pick up the camera and say, come on, guys, let's go outside. And then show the handle, and then, you know, going down the steps, and then clip. The next clip is where you're getting into the truck, and the next clip. That takes a lot.
A lot of work.
Yeah. If you go into the grocery store, she just wants to go to the grocery store. She don't care.
I got a list, and I want to get what I got to get and get out.
And I'm trying to say,
you got to create a shot list.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there going, okay, all right, hold on. She said, what? I said, well, we got to get this going out the door. We got to get this shot, you know. And so
me and Dwayne are the same for real.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's like yesterday. We had a yard sale yesterday morning, which started at 7:00. So we had put the stuff in the garage, and we just had to take it out, you know, put it on the driveway. Well, he's outside getting the camera set up, you know, baby, we got to take, and I'm like, let's just get this stuff. It's almost 7:00, you know, let's get it out. No, wait. And so I hit the garage. No, don't hit the garage.
Put it back
Put the garage back down. And I'm standing there going, these people are going to be here at 7:00, and we're trying to get a camera right, you know. But we did it.
You gotta get the shot. You gotta get the shot.
We did it. So
because we said, see, that's the other thing. When you say, okay, I want to do YouTube, okay, ask yourself, do you really want to do YouTube? Because the preparation to get the shot, whatever the shot is, whether it's a talking head, the talking head, I mean, we got 2 sets of lights in here. We got wired microphones. We got a computer. We got a stand. And all that had to be set up. So if you want to do YouTube, then you got to be willing to do the shot or get the shot. So whatever that takes, that might take walking, putting your camera down, walking back 20 feet, walking past the camera, coming back, getting the camera to get the 10-second shot. That's the whole thing. I think that's why I like YouTube and filming, because it's not the same thing over and over.
Right.
You know, it constantly has your mind churning, because we'll do something and we'll both look at one another and say, we should have filmed it. But it's gone now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm always thinking now? Transitions. How am I going to transition? So you get your shot, and then you got to think, okay, how the heck am I going to go to that next shot? So you got to get the shot, the transition, and then another shot. It's like I'm always thinking about transitions. But as far as talking heads, I hate
Henry hates
talking heads. And all the big RVer channels are talking heads. I don't know if you've noticed. A lot of them are really, you know, hundreds of thousands of viewers, right?
Yeah.
Most of them are talking heads, but I can't stand it. Like, me and her argue. We're in each other.
Well, it's because he dislikes them so much. And so if we do one, we'll be filming, and usually it's on the DSLR. And this is Henry's energy.
It shows on my face.
Henry, I know you don't like this, but I need you to pretend that you're interested. And he's just like,
I just like the vlog. I like the vlog.
But the last talking heads we did, it's been a while. Besides Creator Lounge, the last one we did, we incorporated skits into it, which I thought made it a little bit.
This is not a talking head to me. This is like just.
Well, it's a little different, but but like the listicles is what we're talking about. Listicles meaning, for people who don't know, like top 10 RV parks on the East Coast, you know, those kind of videos. Right. So for those type of videos, I figure we can incorporate more like comedy into it, like skits and things like that, to kind of make it more fun for you. Because I mean, obviously, we don't want to do stuff that you don't like. I mean, I don't like lives at all.
No, we don't like lives.
Really?
We could tell.
Well, you know, I mean,
the first time y'all did that live in the dark, I said, that's bad. They don't even want to do a live so bad that you can't even see them. And then y'all did one at home. I think it was your first one at home. And mine was like, he made me sit here.
Yeah.
So, so you know, that whole, like you said, your energy shows. And so you gotta either fake it till you make it,
right?
You know, if you want to do variety, that's the thing.
We see the real Maya on TikTok.
Yeah,
we see Henry in vlogs.
Vlogs,
really, we see the personalities.
Yeah,
because even in your vlogs, Maya she's cooperative, but you can tell this is not really my thing. You know, where Henry is like, yes, this is me. You know, but you give Maya some TikTok, oh, she's gone, man.
No, she's making fun of me. I'm the butt of all the jokes. That's the problem.
And see, that's the thing that I think people want to see, like, okay, Henry goes into the store. Somebody, if Henry doesn't take the camera with him, then somebody's got to tell a story.
Right.
See, that's the storytelling part. It's boring to know that Henry went in the store and we don't even know what he got. You know, and but we don't think about that because we're thinking, I got to go to the store. You know, I'm going to the store. We did a video, and people told us, I can't remember which one it was, but they wanted to know if we could do more day in the life.
Yeah.
You know, and I said, huh, that's interesting. You know, we got an RV channel. And what is my day in the RV? It's a lot of times what we're doing. You know, we're out or doing this. And then, but people have different flavors, you know, that they want to consume.
Right.
Some people say, hey, I wish you do more instructional videos. So that's kind of giving me ideas, you know, of it may not be something that I love doing, but well, put your own flavor on it, though.
Right.
You know, that's all. If or all the talking head, like with y'all, all the talking head videos might need to be Maya.
Right. Right.
You
And
know,
I've suggested that.
Right.
I've suggested, but she always wants me participating.
No, I just need you sitting there, not looking like this. Like this.
I mean, I'm not a confident speaker. English wasn't my first language. Okay, so I'm not really that confident with talking heads. So whatever. I think she should do talking heads.
Yeah.
She's a better orator, right? Is that the word? Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
And you know, she'll be good at that, in my opinion. So we
just gotta run with what we're more comfortable
right.
with.
Yeah.
I'm a on the fly vlogger, just you know, catching weird angles or different shots, scenic shots. That's what I like to do. When should a newbie treat their YouTube channel like a business, and what should they do when they're ready?
They should treat their channel like a business from day one.
If they're serious.
If they're serious. If there's any chance that you think that you're gonna do this for a business, treat it like that from day one. Learn more about the business of YouTube, because the video part of YouTube is so stretched out, but the business part can almost be immediate. Learn about the business part of YouTube. Learn about what it takes to get your LLC, because the liability part of YouTube, you telling somebody about something, they can take it a certain way, blah, blah, blah. Next thing you know, you know, so
the legal stuff.
Yeah, get an LLC. Go ahead and get an EIN number for taxes, because after you get going, you're going to be so attached to the video that you're going to forget about you're running a business.
Right.
So that's why I say, you know, I tell a lot of people, no, we don't make a lot of money on YouTube, but what it has done is opened up, it's the kind of the ground floor to what we're calling our business now.
Right.
Yeah.
Same here. Yeah.
Make sure you have a business credit card or a card you use specifically for your business, because that's going to make a big difference too. You don't have to worry about, you know, your personal stuff and your business stuff. Everything is everything's right there.
Right.
Find you a tax person, a very smart tax person, who can answer questions for you, or, you know, just be there to whenever you have those, what do I do now?
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
and get an app to track, especially if your RVer is watching, get an app to track the mileage.
Yes. And everything else.
Yeah. We use an app that tracks all of our purchases, all of our mileage. It's called Hurdler, HURDLR.
Okay. I have to check that out.
It automatically tracks. So I get in the truck and I go, and it tracks it. I mean, from the point, I can look on there when I stop, it'll load, and I can actually look at the map.
Okay.
And it'll show me from point A to point B and how many miles.
Nice.
And all that. And it starts calculating the amount, you know, per mile, all that kind of stuff. Okay. And I have my card attached to it. So when I make a purchase, you know, I scan the receipt, and then when it loads, I just attach that receipt to that record of that purchase. And I'm getting ready I can go back and say how much we spent per month, per quarter, Tax wise, I just, give him access to it and say, there you go.
Is that free?
There is a free version, but I got the paid version.
Okay.
Because of course you get more options and all.
Okay.
Plus, you got to think, what's a business expense?
Right.
Exactly.
That's why I say treat it like a business from day one. It's like Canva.
Okay.
All right. That's a business tool.
Right.
Whatever you use for music, Epidemic Sound or whatever, that's a business tool. That's going to enhance your business. It was a struggle for me with music because YouTube music was always so sketchy.
And like you said, they go back then. We've had videos, that we put out 2 years ago, and they go back and flag them. And we're like,
same here. Yeah. Same here.
Yeah.
So I switched over to Epidemic Sound and made a business investment. So you can't look at it as, man, I got to pay. No, what you're doing is investing in your business.
Right. Right.
So anything that enhance that. So you get that business mindset. I didn't get the business mindset until about a little over a year ago. Okay. Now that turned everything around.
Because you guys have grown a lot over the past year and a half.
We have. But as far as the way I feel about doing what we're doing, that turned everything around to me, because now doing a video is a business venture. It's not doing a video. It's, so
time is money now.
There you go. Right. There you go. That gives it a little bit more purpose too.
Oh yeah.
And I tell people all the time, YouTube has really changed our travel. We travel with a purpose now.
Okay.
Because everybody thinks y'all making a killing on YouTube. No, sure, we are not making a killing. YouTube is killing us. We are not making a killing.
Oh man, we just watched the video. Maya watches this YouTuber called Film Booth. Yeah. And he put out a short saying that he had over 10 million views, and YouTube paid him $45,000. But at the end of the year, he was in debt. How much? Negative $20,000.
After he paid all of his team. I mean, his videos are.
He had a team.
Yeah. And but for any body who's watching who is new and wanting to get into YouTube, definitely check out his channel as well, Film Booth. He has a lot of great content for people who are just starting out.
Yeah, but with YouTube, you're not really going to get rich from AdSense money. You have to do other things. You have to do affiliate links. You have to do sponsorships. You have to come up with your own products, your own merch, right? You got to do all of those things. Crowdfunding, maybe a join button, right? Like a lot of people doing that now.
Right.
So, do you guys have any intention of doing a join?
We have talked about the whole membership thing. Every time we start talking about it, something else happens. Like, we talked about it, we thought about doing it, and then now we're talking about going full time. Okay. So, we're focusing on getting stuff out of the house, getting all that done, planning for, whatever, if we need to get storage or doing this, doing that. Now we're more interested in what do we call a domicile?
Right.
All that kind of stuff. So some of that stuff kind of takes a back door, because even with membership, you have to give somebody something to be members for.
Right.
Exactly.
They're expecting something.
Right.
So we've got to put, it's not just going to be our regular content. We've got to do the and then some. Right.
More work.
So, if we do 2 or 3 levels of membership for each of those levels, we've got to start here and then build on that and then build on that. So, you're talking a real full-time job there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Man, we're going to have to do a part 2. I could talk to you guys forever. We're going to have to do another one.
In the future.
Yeah. So before we wrap up, you guys want to plug anything? Send some people over somewhere.
Oh man. Send them to our channel, All About the Banks. There you will find our links. We started a link tree. I found that was an easy way to get our links out there. So our link tree is in our description. We're on Facebook, All About the Banks. We're on Instagram, All About the Banks, or DBanks No, is it 740?
D-Banks.
That's TikTok.
4IN.
Yeah, D-Banks 4IN on Instagram. TikTok is Dwayne Banks 740, DUANEBANKS. And we are getting ready to launch our merch store.
Yay!
Yay!
I saw the logo. Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're getting ready to
Logo there live.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we'll
it's
put all of the links for all of your socials in our description box. So
okay.
Okay.
directly link to those.
Everything's on our link tree in our description.
Mm-hmm.
So if you get to that link tree link,
just copy that.
everything, even the store, I just put the store in there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We that just officially went live Friday.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're excited about that because we've had a lot of people to, where's your merch? Where do we get it? How do we get it? And we're like, I don't know.
Yeah. We have an Amazon store also.
Yeah.
We haven't paid as much attention to that because, we kind of shifted what's more important, this or that. And that's another thing about doing YouTube. You got to decide what's more important is getting good content, becoming a good editor, telling a good story should be your main thing.
Mm-hmm.
While you dabble in this other stuff. Now I feel like we got a good flow with video right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm getting ready to switch something. I've come across something. I've just noticed something, and I'm gonna try it. I mean,
you got to beta test stuff. You got to.
Yeah. So I'm gonna switch some things.
That's how you grow even more.
Yeah.
Well, y'all, thank y'all for doing this.
Yeah, we really appreciate it.
Thank
congrats
you
on your transition to full time. We are jealous. I know we're
it's a process. Trust me. We had, we've been in this home for 28 years. So
That's
we
tough.
had stuff in corners that we didn't even realize we had. So
forgot about. Gotcha.
Yeah. So it's a transition, but we're excited.
I see Dwayne knocking on walls. Like I might have put a bag. A bag.
Yeah, where did we put that bag of money, baby?
I spent that money. That money's gone.
on YouTube equipment.
Right.
That's right.
All right. Well, thank y'all for doing this, guys.
Thank you.
And thank you for the invitation.
See y'all on the road.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
Take care.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.